Shake it, mama, shake it for me. Get me busy with that ass, 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 ass. Work it good, work it the best. Ooh, let me know I need ass, 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 ass. I can make you shake if you want the beat too. I can make you nude. Ass, 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 ass. Step in the room, I can feel it gets so red. It's ass, 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 ass. Ooh, baby, let me get it. Let me get your breast in that ass, 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 ass. And when we do it all, baby, you will know. Let me see with me, baby, the rest of me is the ass, 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 ass. Rock it, baby, rock it like you're bad. 'Cause what you have is some ass, 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 ass. Don't get me wrong, I think you're top class. I'm just feeling that ass, 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 ass. Let me get you hype, and you won't regret. I can make you wet. Ass, 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 ass. Take it to the end, and we're all okay. This is for the big fat ass, 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 ass. Ooh, baby, let me get it. That ass, 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 ass. And when we do it all, baby, you will know. Let me see with me, baby, the rest of me is the ass, 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 ass. Baby, let me get it. Let me get your breast in that ass, 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 ass. And when we do it all, baby, you will know. Let me see with me, baby, the rest of me is the ass, 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 ass.
Hey everybody, it's me, Count Jackula, your favorite stand streamer, here on this beautiful Tuesday evening. Hoping you're all good. Hey, Mr. Logan, Latino Nerd, how you doing? I'm glad that you recognized Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, which was a game I had heard about, but Flashman fucking showed it to me, and I'm like, oh shit, man, this looks really good. I was a big fan of Jet Grind Radio, or Jet Set Radio. And this is essentially the sequel. This is essentially the third sequel, even though it's not called the third sequel. But it's a little bit more than a spiritual successor, because it actually has the Jet Set Radio, some of the Jet Set Radio characters in it. which is super cool. I also like the fact that you can choose how you skate. You know, you can use a bike, a skateboard, or the classic inline skates. And I was like, oh, god damn it. That is awesome. Amoeba Records has a new twin temple. Oh, well, where do you live? Do you have an Amoeba Records, Joseph? Do you live in LA or San Francisco? Yeah, Jet Set Radio for life. Jet Set Radio. It's such a ridiculous concept, but I love it because I don't know what to say about it, but like there was something really cool about 90s tagger culture. You know, it was really cool. So the fact they made a game out of it in the era it was happening was awesome. The fact that they like brought back a video game. And the thing that's great about the Bomb Rush Cyberpunk is the tricks they do with sound. They do DJ tricks with sound, and it is great. Oh, you live in Canada. Oh, okay, got it. Also, I'm pretty sure we're okay with most of the Bomb Rush Cyberpunk fucking soundtrack. This is an old one from Jet Set Radio because a lot of these have been cleared for streaming, so we should be good. If not, we'll just restart. Like, unfortunately, the next one, I'm pretty sure we can't, which is the Soya fucking song. I have a feeling that one will get us dinged. Oh, God. Oh, look at me rub my nose. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm seeing I'm seeing a little bit of delay in the stream. Not in the broadcasting, not in what's going out, but like, you know, it's like that 20-second delay between what I do and what appears. And I'm like, oh God, I just rubbed my nose there. I didn't even notice. Yeah, they sync all the sound up as really well. So like, if you do shit in the game, the sound will work with the music. I don't know how they accomplish that, but I guarantee it's a really simple trick. You know, like they made sure that all the music was a specific beats per minute or easily divisible by a beats per minute so that they could, like, you know, make little adjustments to the timing of the sound. You know, and have it be consistent, you know. You know, because if a sound starts on the beat or the half beat, you're pretty good. It'll sync up. Yeah, Hideki Naganuma. Sorry. Hey, Bob Gunter. Oh, another Canada guy. What part of Canada? Yeah, Hideki Naganuma is really good. This was actually like my favorite track on the original, like, Jet Set Radio. I always think of, like, my my good friend Sam. I think of two guys well, now three, but like I used to think of two guys I thought Jet Set Radio. One was my friend Dillo, who was an inline skater. I think he still is. Like, I think he still does it. He had a heart attack recently, so like some of his like physical activity is kind of like, Like he had to slow down a little. I don't know if he got back up to where he was. I mean, like he's like 60 now. Like, yeah, actually, I don't think he's actually 60, but he's pretty close. Like he's pushing it. And up until last year, like he was really active. He was a really active dude. Um, Inline skated a lot. He inline skated, he snowboarded, and the thing that was so funny is he does not look like a guy that you would expect to be able to like bust out inline skates and grind. But he is, or at least he was up until very recently. He might still be. But like I said, like recovery a bitch. But up till he had his heart attack, he was still doing it. To the point where that when they had to like remove part of his femoral, I think it was his femoral artery, whatever they need to do to do like heart surgeries, they take a big vein out of your leg and shit. They remarked at how easy it was to find a good section, grab it and graft it, because his legs are so well muscled that they could just be like, oh, there it is, blip, which is not something that you do with normal people. Like normal people don't have like leg muscles and leg veins that are that good. It's something that you only get through constant activity. And he was the one who introduced me to Jet Set Radio, because it was an inline skating video game, and he was all about inline skating. But like I said, you never guessed it. You meet him, he looks like nerdy old guy at this point. Before he looked like nerdy young guy. Now, and I mean like, think of computer nerd. You just put a picture of him in the dictionary. He did get into aggressive inline skating for a bit. He stopped because he was sort of like, he didn't like competition. To him, the only person he needed to beat was himself. And occasionally school somebody. Like that's all he needed. He didn't want to be like a fucking Tony Hawk inline skating, Although he really, really super respected Tony Hawk. Or I assume he still does. He's still alive. He doesn't live that far away either. I haven't seen him. Oh geez, I haven't seen him since like the spring. It's been a while. I need to talk to him again. It's been a minute. It hadn't been a minute, but it's been a minute. And then there was my friend Sam, who wasn't an inline skater, wasn't a tagger, but he was another guy that would just get into things. Like literally. Like he's like, I want to take a picture off the top of this building. He would just get in. He would just find a way to do it. And he had this really cool fucking idea called seizure vision, which was the idea of using what we now call AI in order to generate images dynamically. He wanted it to happen dynamically and on a I forget what, and on a percentage. Basically, the idea would be that you would have this. Yeah, it's really complicated, but it was like you would have these walls that were all LCD screen, like the big LCD screen walls, like like the kind they have like set up on the side of like buildings in Times Square in Tokyo and shit. these days. Back in the 90s, they didn't have this. But he wanted to do that. And the idea was that little microphones would pick up what people were talking about in a building and grab images from both the internet and an internal database where images were kept, as well as images that were being captured within the building itself. And if you said somebody's name, it would learn to associate certain images with that, particularly images of those people. And he wanted, the final iteration was the ability to have it send messages to people. In cartoon word balloons. So you could just like speak to the wall and say, hey, where's Sam? Or, hey, Sam, where are you? And it would float off, figure out where Sam was. Because it knew that if a certain voice and a certain person who's here mentions the word Sam, the chances are they were talking about a specific person that had that name. So you would figure out, it would figure out where that was and send a little message to him in a cartoon bubble. Yeah. It was a really cool idea. And it was just, basically it was like, he really wanted to use it for like entertainment purposes, for purposes of live entertainment. You know, hideously complex, but it was a really cool idea. He also wanted to, I forget what you would call it, what he called it, but he also wanted those screens to be so common that you could tag them digitally. He wanted signal jamming. He also wanted signal jamming to be like at the consumer level. Because he hated commercials. That we really had in common. We really hated commercials. Yeah. That would, yeah, Bob Gunter. That would have been, yeah, that would have been right up Sam's alley. He never he never sold a script, but he was also, he was an amateur screenwriter. And man, actually his scripts are really good. They were really good. They needed like a couple of passes, but like his story was always solid. You know, like, some of us would read his scripts and we'd all be like, dude, you could actually make this movie. Because they were never like, um, they were never like big budget flicks. They were never like Marvel movies or anything. They were always these kind of smaller, like, I hate to use the comparison, but it is a fair comparison. They're more like Woody Allen scripts. Like you can make a Woody Allen movie without too much money, you know. Um One, I believe, was called A House Divided, which was about a husband and wife who were both running for the presidency. A White House Divided. That was it. It was his kind of take on War of the Roses, the Danny DeVito film. It was really good. Another one was called this was one that I thought like could really easily be made, and he totally could have made it in today. It could totally have sold it in today's market. He totally could have sold it in today's market. Um, it was called yeah he was trying to figure out whether the title should be to have and to hold or Death Do Us Part. It was the idea. It was a horror comedy about a couple who, on the first night of the honeymoon, the bride dies suddenly. And over the course of the movie, the guy keeps acting as if she is alive because he has stolen her body and he turns into a necrophiliac. And during the course of the movie, you find out more about their actual relationship and why it would never have fucking worked. It would have ended in divorce no matter what. And as it becomes clearer and clearer that they should never have gotten married and the relationship that's in his mind deteriorates, she rots more and more. That was a good one. And the idea was like, wait, is he imagining this, or is she a zombie, or is she like a legitimate zombie? Like that was the twist, and he had scripted it out both ways. Um, and I was of the opinion that the twist should be she actually is a zombie, like she actually is there. And I thought that the climax is the whole family coming in to do like an intervention for this guy, and they all get bitten except for him. And so like fucking like in a fucking Dead Alive, he's taking care of this entire family that he actually hates. Oh my god. Yeah, it was kind of like Mermaid in Manhole. Yeah, yeah, a little bit like that. That's what he. I was like, dude, you could. I'm like, today you could totally make that movie because he wrote this. This is before, like he wrote that one before Shaun of the Dead existed. Yeah, it was a really good one. It was a really good one. He was convinced no one would like it because it had a downer ending, but I could not stop laughing. And I'm like, no, man, it doesn't. The If you want an uplifting ending, he has to kill the whole family. He has to decide to kill everybody. I mean, and I was like, no, just go really insane, go really fucking weird with it. But my favorite that he did was not even horror related. It was called The Living Legend, and it was just a dark comedy about a songwriter, who wrote he has written like dozens of hits, but nobody knows who he is. He's losing tons. He's making money, but things are going badly. His relationships on the rocks. You know, he's having financial troubles. Um, and all of a sudden he disappears, and it looks like he's died, but he hasn't. He didn't even fake his own death. Basically, an accident happens, and everyone just kind of fakes his death around him, even though there's no body, until he finally appears at his producer's house, and he gets into a hostage situation with his producer, because now that he's disappeared, now all his shit is worth money, and the producer does not want people finding out that he's still alive. And it all fucking culminates with him finally making it back to his apartment. His girlfriend, or wife, he was never sure which one it was going to be, like, is just in a fugue state, because she's just like, oh god, I don't know what to do. His producer's been selling all his stuff for like millions, and a reoccurring theme in the movie is this baby grand piano that the guy owns, that he writes all his music on. And he's coming back to his apartment building, it's set in New York, and they're moving out his grand piano out of the window as he's trying to get into his apartment. And his girlfriend is across the street, having just come back from the grocery store, and she sees him. It's him. There's no mistaking it. He's alive. And at that moment, the wire holding up the piano snaps and kills him. And then she faints dead away. I was just like, dude, this is brilliant. I saw it coming a mile away, and it was still funny. Oh, dude. Yeah, Sam was Sam was so brilliant. I'm really sad that, like, he didn't get to make even half the stuff that he had envisioned. It was really, really too bad. Like, he had a heart condition, and he died suddenly in his sleep at 42. You know. Uh Dug her up, made her into an adult. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It does sound, these do sound like A24 films, don't they? Like, that's why I was always like, no, I think you should I think you should try to sell this shit, man. Like, these are good. These got that it factor, you know? But it was also like one of the reasons that I never got along with this one friend of his. This one friend of his, named, fuck it, I'll name her. Her name's Sherilyn. Sherilyn is a just narcissistic bitch. Like, everything has to be about her. And I met her because I was reading The Living Legend. I just gotten through it. I was laughing my ass off. And I was like, have you read this? This is great. And she was like, oh, yeah, I mean, it's okay. And all of a sudden I was like, okay, this is one of the best scripts I've ever read. This is not okay. This is great. And I just sort of like pegged her as like, oh, you just have to be the most brilliant, the shiniest, most brilliant person in the room, don't you? And events afterwards would prove me 100% correct. Wait. I should get her writing my story about a vampire that goes in to get her breast implants replaced. Wait. Wait. Wait, is she okay? So, like, is the idea what? Is she a vampire before she has her implants replaced, or like, dude? You gotta tell me more about that one. You gotta tell me more about that idea, Joseph. Holy shit! Wait. Oh, they're A24 is gonna do some more mainstream genres. That's fine. You know, we'll see what they do. I hope that, as long as they don't forget who they are. Never. Hold on, kitty. Yes. Oh, all right, buddy. There you go. As long as they don't forget who they fucking are, like New Line Cinema did. New Line Cinema was the house that Freddie built because they made the fucking Nightmare on Elm Street movies, and then they tried to, you know, do Oscar shit, and it didn't work because that's not the kind of movies that they made. Like if A24 wants to experiment and see how well they do, that's fine. But like I'm like, don't forget who the fuck you are. You know, never turn your back on who you were. You know, artistically. Yeah, she was a person who gets implants and there's a vampire elements need to be replaced. I was thinking. So what's the okay, so she has to get her implants replaced. How does this intersect with her being a vampire? Yeah, afraid Oscar bait is weirdly. Well, that's what happened with Canon. They tried to make Oscar movies and they couldn't because that's not the kind of movies they make. You know, they don't make those kind of movies. Did I see Five Nights at Freddy's? Yeah. I wasn't impressed. Five Nights at Freddy's tried to be. They tried to add this like A24 like plot onto Five Nights at Freddy's, and it was a really bad idea because, like I said, ain't that kind of movie. Ain't that kind of movie. You know, that's not what people are fucking like gonna go see the Five Nights at Freddy's movie for. Breast implants already aren't always about low self esteem. That's something you got to understand. Sometimes it is, but sometimes about something else. Sometimes about something else, you know? Willy's Wonderland was a way better Five Nights at Freddy's style movie. Agreed. Agreed. For all of its faults, agreed. Because there were some times when like Willy's Wonderland didn't make sense, but it didn't matter because the core plot held together. You know, the core conceit held together. I didn't even think it was good introductory horror. It's too it's too complicated. Oh, I don't know if it was as bad as this might be. I don't know. I think I liked the Banana Splits movie a bit more, but like I didn't really care for it either. I did not see American Horror Stories. I did not see their premiere. I did not see that. Why do you ask? Yeah, sometimes it's just about having fat tits for some reason. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. So she's like, ah, crap, I have to have these things replaced because, like, one of them busted or something or got hard. And now it's like, okay, so what does that lead to? Yeah, Banana Splits at least knew what it was. Same thing with Willy's Wonderland. Felt like Five Nights at Freddy's didn't. Or rather, it had. I thought there was a. I don't. I gotta be honest. They could have had. They could have gotten rid of half the plot of the Five Nights at Freddy's movie and still and had a much better movie. You know, I didn't think it was scary enough or fun enough. There are parts of the movie that take itself way too seriously. Yeah, town eccentric. It's here's the weird thing about the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. It is a Five Nights at Freddy's story that has another extra plot bolted onto it. And that bolted on plot causes all the problems. And that is the main character's brother was kidnapped by a guy when he was a little kid, and now he's traumatized over it. And I'm like, okay, so it's going to turn out that he's in one of the animatronics, right? And the answer is yeah. But there's all this other Five Nights at Freddy's stuff that is happening that has nothing to do with that plot. And that plot has almost nothing to do with Five Nights at Freddy's. The dead brother plot was pointless. It was pointless. It was one of those, like, did you just put this on to pad out the runtime? Because this motherfucker's an hour and 45 minutes, and it doesn't need to be. You could have done a lean 90. They didn't think the film would succeed on the original story. You don't need much of an original. It's a evil animatronics start doing shit. That's the plot. You know, that's the movie. You know, as we said in the fucking vlog on Five Nights at Freddy's, there's way too much plot getting in the way of this movie. And it doesn't do basic horror well. And you can feel it dumbing itself down for that PG-13 rating. And I'm like, that's a dumb idea. That's a terrible idea. Like, why didn't we? This is what I mean. If they had made a G-rated Five Nights at Freddy's movie, you could still have made that movie and it still could have been really good. You know, if you had PG'd it, it would have been, it still could have been okay. But trying to go for that PG-13 is just like, no, that's a terrible fucking idea. It's either PG or R. Don't PG-13 it. Don't cut it down to be a PG-13. You know, go for PG or go for R. And like Freddy Fazbear himself, the title character, barely shows up. No pun intended. And I'm like, at least the Puppet Master movies knew that they had something with the little blade puppet. Yeah, I remember when Let There Be Carnage was PG-13. Like, yeah, it should have just been that. Let There Be Carnage is a great example of a movie held back by its rating. It should have just been an R rating. They should have just done that. That's what everyone wanted. And the thing is the original Venom movie is a mess. Let There Be Carnage is actually a story. And it's actually pretty good. But you feel it being held back every time. And I'm like, no. Name of the fucking movie is Let There Be Carnage. This thing has got to go where a normal Marvel movie ain't gonna. Because that's what people liked about the original Carnage stories. was that, I mean, I thought it was dumb, but like I knew what people understood, what people liked about it. Yeah, it really needed more, you know? And I feel like Five Nights at Freddy's, it didn't necessarily need to be gory, but it needed to be scary. Because you know what isn't in Five Nights at Freddy's? Where I was like, why the fuck? Why the fuck? There are no jump scares. And I'm like, that's what the whole thing is built on. This is the movie where I expect it to be very jump scary. That it's like making a Paranormal Activity movie that has no jump scares. Oh wait, they made one of those too. And it was awful. Whether or not you like jump scares is one thing, but like, man, know your audience. Because here's the thing that's going to happen. Like, all right, look, Five Nights at Freddy's fans, I'm going to tell you exactly what this movie is. This is the first Bayformers Transformers movie. Why do you like it? Because you like Five Nights at Freddy's. Is it a good movie? No, it isn't. No, it's not a good movie. Oh, yeah, Matthew Lillard is the high point of the fucking film. He's the high point of the film. In fact, I was wondering, he's so good that I'm like, why isn't he just the main character? Why isn't he just the security guard? Do you know how much fucking entertainment value there would be in a Five Nights at Freddy movie where like fucking old Matthew Lillard is like doing his faces while he's scared? You know, like, don't get me wrong, he was great. He was great in the role he was in. But like, if that's what I mean. I'm like, it either needed to be PG or R. Me personally, I would have gone with the R, but I could see a PG version of this movie working extremely well. You know, I mean, come on, at least be as good as an average episode of Goosebumps. And by that, I mean the 90s show. As it is, it's a below average episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark? Like, it's a really mid movie. Five Nights at Freddy's a really mid movie. Yeah, Five Nights with Shaggy. Come on. That would have worked. Yeah, they'd have to turn up the cheese hard, which they totally could have done, and they didn't. You know, it's that feeling of like, no, you have to agree that Five Nights at Freddy's is really goofy. It's a goofy premise. And your job is to now make that goofy premise scary. Because even a good kid's horror movie should have one moment that gets you as an adult. Still needs a couple of moments to get you as an adult. You're like, oh, okay, that was pretty good. You know? You don't have to go super hard with it, which you knew they weren't. And that was one of the problems. Because if you want to be a serious horror movie, you have to make the audience afraid of the movie, of what the movie's going to do. Is that dog going to die? Is that kid going to die? And are we going to have to watch it? The first maniac the audience must be afraid of is the director. Yeah, Happy Death Day was PG-13. They could have done that. They could have done that kind of PG-13. Would have been fine. Because Happy Death Day is funny, you know? It's funny. That was the big thing. And it was like Five Nights at Freddy movies should also be funny. Instead, it's just really convoluted and mid. You know, Still a little mad at Sleepy Hollow for making a big deal out of killing the kid, but doing it off screen. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Like they could have taken that a little farther. At least give me like you could have done the shadow on the wall, right? Do I think Lovecraft could be PG-13? I think if you're trying for PG-13 with a Lovecraft story, you're missing the point. Because in a Lovecraft story, you cannot feel safe. You cannot feel safe. And PG-13 is safe. Too many kids and teens like Five Nights at Freddy's, they could risk it with gore and scares. I don't know if that's true. Well, I mean, I know that that's the thinking, but like, I don't know if that's necessarily fucking true. You know? I mean, I know kids today aren't as feral as Gen X were back in the 80s, but like, yeah, PG-13 is the horror your parents allow you to watch. That's safe. That means it's safe, and that's a problem. Lovecraft cannot be safe. You have to be worried at all times of what's going to happen because it's coming. Part of Lovecraft is an inevitability that the awful thing is coming and is going to happen. So you have to be afraid of it. You must be afraid of what's happening, what's going to happen in a Lovecraft story. Something I also mentioned in the speaking of Lovecraft, something and Five Nights at Freddy's. One of the things that I mentioned in the vlog is the fact that there are a lot of exposition dumps in Five Nights at Freddy's, and it's not interesting, which I thought was too bad because there are ways of doing exposition that ratchets tension up as opposed to just creates a dead space, an emotional dead space, and Lovecraft was the master of that because half of a Lovecraft story is just exposition. Like, go and check it out. Check it out. Like, the majority of his stories are exposition. It's always someone reading a notebook or, reading something out of a notebook or finding something, finding a diary or reading a poem that someone wrote, or it's almost all stuff like that. Like the reason in a lot of horror movies there is a recording of something that someone listens to that gives the exposition is because of Lovecraft. Is so you can have those words be part of the movie. Have words like that be part of the movie because the words are part of the ambience. That's why they do it. It's why they did it in Evil Dead. It's why they did it in The Void. It's why they did it in The Resurrected, which I probably a lot of you haven't seen, but it's one of the best Lovecraft adaptations ever. Directed by Dan O'Bannon. Directed and written by Dan O'Bannon. And it's based off of the curious The Strange Case of Charles Dexter Ward. Yeah, like the audio files in games. Like, exactly. Because there is something about having that go through your mind in the situation that ratchets things up. It's an easier way of doing it. You know, you could have a writer actually do prose writing and put it in a film that way. That's why they do it. Because a lot of them knew that it's also why in a lot of Stuart Gordon movies, the movie is someone talking to somebody else. And it's also why John Carpenter did it in The Mouth of Madness. Because that whole movie is being explained to somebody, until the very end. Yeah. Well, it's in Lovecraft. It's not that it's an endless cycle. It's that it's inevitable. Whatever the thing is, whether it's a cycle or not, is inevitable. Cthulhu will rise. Shub-Niggurath is waiting. Oh, yeah, I loved Underwater. Underwater was a lot of fun. Like, that's less a Lovecraft story and more a science fiction movie, but Cthulhu's the monster. And what I loved about it is it literally is Cthulhu. They look too deep in the ocean, man. They look too deep. Oh, I actually really like In the Mouth of Madness. It's so fun. I love that movie. Yeah, Yog Sothoth will, it is there. They all exist. They are all real, and the petty concerns of man are nothing to them. Oh, you don't like the thing at the doorstep? Let's see. What movies were made out of the thing in the doorstep? Da-da-da-da-da. Was that the first Randolph Carter tale? No, it doesn't look like it. No. Somebody else. It's been a while since I read that one. Um, yeah. They actually just made I was about to say they just made a movie based on Think of the Doorstep called, what was it? Perfect Bodies or something? Hold on. Suitable Flesh. Suitable Flesh, which if you are a fan of Reanimator, I highly recommend. If you are a fan of the Stuart Gordon H.P. Lovecraft stories, I highly recommend Suitable Flesh. Really good. Really good. That one's based off Thing of the Doorstep. But of course, because Joe Lynch made that movie as a tribute to Stuart Gordon because it was the movie Stuart Gordon, last movie Stuart Gordon was trying to get made in his like Lovecraft adaptations oeuvre. And he made it look exactly like a Stuart Gordon film. He did everything right. Even though it's set in like 2020s, everything looks like it was filmed in the 80s. He recreated the hospital from Beyond and Reanimator to have shit happen in. Oh, super good. Super good. Super fun. Loved it. I would love, oh God, GL9. I would love a fucking adaptation of the Dream Quest of Unknown Kadath. No one, that's the A24 movie that should exist. And given what they did with Beau is Afraid, I think they could pull it off. I think they could do it. You know, like maybe if like Scott Derrickson wanted to do Dream Quest, or oh God, who's the other one? Um the guy who directed Moon, Duncan Jones. Duncan Jones could also do it. I mean, the dream would be Guillermo del Toro. Have him do Dream Quest of Unknown Kadath. But I still want his At the Mountains of Madness. Fucking somebody get on that, people. Come on. He wanted to make that movie so fucking bad. Have I ever seen the concept art of the unmade Stuart Gordon Shadow of Innsmouth adaptation? No, he made that. He made that. It's called Dagon. That movie exists. Ooh, Mike Flanagan doing Dream Quest. That would also be good. But if you want a really good Nyarlathotep movie, see The Empty Man. That one's real good. And I did kind of give away the surprise at the end, because the thing at the end is it is Nyarlathotep. But it's a real cool ride, man. It's a real cool ride. Like, I understand why none of the marketing mentioned that it was a story about Nyarlathotep, because that's kind of the thing that happens at the end. The thing is knowing that is what got me to see the movie. And it's Nyarlathotep. Oh, you don't know Nyarlathotep? Holy shit. Nyarlathotep, the Crawling Chaos, the Black Pharaoh. He is the most active of the elder gods, because he enjoys fucking with humanity more than anybody else. In stories of the Yellow King, Nyarlathotep is usually the one who unleashes the play upon people. You know, the play which summons the Yellow King, Astur. You know, funny thing is that connection actually wasn't written by H.P. Lovecraft. I think that was Ramsey Campbell who did the Yellow King, but it is set in the Lovecraft mythos. Well, they all make you crazy. All the elder gods will drive you insane, but Nyarlathotep gets a bit more personal about it. Well, we've actually seen a version of Shub-Niggurath in the movie The Mist. You know, that's what that big fucking huge monster at the end is. That's Shub-Niggurath. You know, and Stephen King himself has a lot of Lovecraft fucking illusions in his work. Like Mr. Gaunt is supposed to be Nyarlathotep. You know, from Needful Things, that's Nyarlathotep. What's the connection with King Crimson's king? But you mean the band King Crimson, right? Yeah, the hall of the court of the Crimson King. The Crimson King's a little Lovecraftian, but what he really is war. Oh, you mean the Dark Tower? Oh, you're talking about the Dark Tower. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, the Crimson King is kind of the equivalent of Hastur. Yeah, the Crimson King's based off Hastur. He's kind of a combination of Nyarlathotep and Hastur, you know. Yeah. No, Leland Gaunt is not Randall Flagg. God damn it. Leland Gaunt is not Randall Flagg. Leland Gaunt is way too powerful to be Randall Flagg. Like, Randall Flagg is powerful, but he ain't Leland Gaunt powerful. Leland Gaunt is super powerful. Yeah. He's like basically he's like an elder god that Stephen King made up. You know, most kind of like inspired by the King Crimson song, Court of the Crimson King. Actually, I think that's the name of the whole album. Yeah, Court of the Crimson King. the Court of the Crimson King, the album done by King Crimson. Yeah, not King Diamond, King Crimson. It's a prog rock band. Um, yeah, it's just it's hard to describe. It's very hard to describe. It is. I've heard live performances of it. It's really good. It's really good, and it is kind of supposed to evoke like the feeling that you are watching or hearing a play or a performance that is like The King in Yellow. But it's very obvious that the Crimson King is war. What will it take for Camilla to get the respect she deserves? Oh, in her stories? In the stories about Carmilla, you can't have that because the whole thing about Carmilla is the distrust and vilification of women. So I don't know. I don't know. I actually think of it. I thought Castlevania did pretty well. I thought Castlevania handled Carmilla pretty well. Yeah, yeah. Crimson King. It does feel like there are a lot of Lovecraft allusions to it. They just decided to make their guy like crimson instead of yellow because they wanted to talk about war, not greed. Pennywise is kind of Lovecraftian. Um, he is a Lovecraftian kind of creature. You know, like a night gaunt, something like that. It's a creature that feeds on fear. Yeah, I would agree. It is one of the better Stephen King Lovecraftian ones. Actually, I think my favorite of the Lovecraftian ones is Needful Things. Because Leland Gaunt is just such. I mean, I understand why he hasn't used him again. Because what do you do about him? Leland Gaunt shows up, you're just screwed. Like the only victory you're gonna have is a personal one. Because he's gonna get his way in the end. Yeah, I know. He's beaten by a gigantic turtle. You were stopped by a turtle that wasn't even a ninja. Yeah, Leland Gaunt wanders into town, and that's it. That's it. Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. You know, because whatever he uses against you is what's already there. That's his thing. He uses the darkness inside humanity. I kind of prefer the movie ending as well, but I think that there's an excellent movie, an excellent adaptation of that that could be made using the original ending. It would be hard, but you could do it. What's up?
Can I get your garbage can?
Yeah. And her.
Like civilized people and not in squalor. Thank you.
Oh yeah. Leland Gaunt. Needful Things. Like if you watch the movie Needful Things, like you get a good idea who Leland Gaunt is. You know, and it's Max von Sydow too, so so if you want to see The Exorcist play a demon, which he's really good at. Yeah, he's basically Leland Gaunt is basically the Nyarlathotep. Because one of the weird things about like the Stephen King universe is that there a singular Satan? Not really. The answer is not really. There's not a singular devil, but there are people that embody that, like Randall Flagg being one of them. Because one of the things in the Stephen King stories is whenever you're dealing with like an eldritch entity in his world, people will just refer to it as the devil because they have no other context. That's the Christian American context. Most of Stephen King's stories have the context of 50s America, even if it's set in another time period. Well, yeah, like Randall Flagg is not as powerful as Leland Gaunt. Like Leland Gaunt is leagues more powerful, than fucking Randall Flagg. Or, AKA the Man in Black, he's not as he's way more powerful. An entity like Leland Gaunt is something that Randall Flagg would pray to in order to get power. Yeah. Andre Linogi is actually a legitimate demon. He is a legit demon. Angela's like, I really hope ghosts are true. I'm going to be chain rattling motherfuckers want to die. Oh, the unabridged version of the stand. I actually think the stand is very overrated. It's not my favorite of the Stephen King stories. It has some of his best prose, but overall, it's not his best book. I think I think when we're talking about like Stephen King's best, I think like Pet Cemetery. I think It. I think Needful Things. Oh, that's true. There's also Shawshank Redemption. I keep forgetting it's Stephen King. Because it's not strictly horror, or it's not supernatural horror. Yeah, Shawshank Redemption is also one of King's best. It's just not like his classic horror work. Yeah, good triumphs over evil in the stand, but at great cost or something. Well, like you have to understand something about the god of Stephen King's universe. The god of Stephen King's universe is an asshole. The god of Stephen King's universe is not good. Christine, your dad had that car. Your mom made him get rid of it. Oh, no, those cars are great. Yeah, the Green Mile is kind of a supernatural drama, but it's not like really a horror story in the in that way. Yeah, Carrie is really good. Oh God, that's right, Misery. Misery's fantastic. Dolores Claiborne, I thought was pretty good. I didn't think it was as good as Misery. There's a lot of really good Stephen King, you know. Yeah, I would probably, you know what? I probably would say that Misery is a little bit better than, as a book, is a little bit better than Pet Cemetery. I think it holds. It's a little more elegant, but I still kind of prefer Pet Cemetery. If you know what I mean. Yeah, well, like Dolores Claiborne, the movie is pretty good, but it ain't no Misery. You know what I mean? you know, the Talisman. That's one I keep one. Why does that never get adapted? The Talisman is fantastic. The Talisman is great. You could make that movie. It's one of those things where like there are some books I'm like, why does no one write this into a movie? Like Talisman is one of them. Another one is Clive Barker's Weave World. Wait, they're remaking Carrie again? That'll be like the third one. Who's doing it? I mean, you tell me Mike Flanagan's doing it. I'm in. No, doesn't look like they're doing a new one. Yeah, looks like we're still doing the. Oh wait, what? Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything about this. If they had a page for page version of Firestarter, that would actually kind of suck. I don't know. I don't know about making Carrie a black girl. I don't know what that would add. I mean, you could do it. I don't think it would take away anything, but I don't know if it would add anything that would. Oh no, I thought the Doctor Sleep. I thought that was good. Oh, that was really good. Angry Black Girl and Her Monster is a great movie. Nah, I didn't care for the ending of Firestarter. I thought it was stupid. I think if you rewrote the ending of Firestarter, you could do another adaptation of it. Like, well, Angry Black Girl and Her Monster is not like Carrie at all. It's a very different movie. Yeah, but yeah, she is the character in that one is more Herbert West Frankenstein. Oh yeah, Carrie 2 the Rage. Some of these terrible movies like Carrie 2 the Rage still have their like high points. You just wish there were more of them, right? Just wish there were more of them. Huh. By the way, now is a great time to hit those super chat donations. By the way, I promised myself I would mention these like while the stream was on because I keep forgetting to do that because I keep like just kind of getting involved in the conversation, whatever's happening. So if you want to make a donation, please do. The super chat is right there. If there are other ways you would like to donate, please feel free to let me know. Like if you need, like if any of you would rather use the PayPal, I could set that up. And I agree, Latino Nerd. They need to stop with those Children of the Corn movies. We get it. I'm sorry, but Outlander. That's kind of the height. That's kind of the height. I mean, you could make a better He Who Walks Through the Rose, but I mean, like, rest of the movie, kind of perfect. Yeah, give me money. I have cats to feed. I have a cat to feed. I got a me to feed. I want to get some new equipment for the stream. know, I should probably put a PayPal link up. You know what? Let's play that again.
Shake it, mama, shake it for me. Get me busy with that ass, 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 ass. Work it good, work it the best. Ooh, let me know I did. Ass, 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 ass. I can make you shake if you want the beat too. I can make you nude. Ass, 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 ass. Step in the real art until it gets so red. Is ass, 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 ass. Ooh, baby, let me get it. Let me get your breast in that ass, 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 ass. And when we do this,
All right, got that PayPal link back up. Someone wants to use it? Go ahead. Oh, new super chat. Thank you, Brian. Shout out to Christopher Morningstar for the birth of his baby girl and for being one with me on our first satanic protest this month. Hail Satan. Excellent. Where's the satanic protest happening, man? Wait. What do you mean there no thick vampires in fiction? Look, man. Look, man. That is not true. There is one. Oh, God damn it. What's her name? What about Lady D from Resident Evil Village? Yeah, she's famously pretty, she's famously on the thick side. Yeah, giant vampire mommy, that counts. I mean, she's not like a stick figure either. She's not just like a skinny girl who's really, tall. Man, she got curve to her. You carried a progress in Plaquemine Town through Staunton, Virginia. Ooh. She got that big ass. Yeah, so you got at least one. Just saying there should be a few more. Sure. All right, I think I'm going to stream a little Baldur's Gate. I started my Dark Urge campaign. Oh, yeah, no. Like, the thing is that she isn't a vampire. So Elvira in there. Elvira not really thick. She curvy, but she's actually kind of small. She's actually on the small side. Then again, maybe that's just because I met Cassandra Peterson. And to be fair, when she plays Elvira, she does wear like fucking huge heels. She wears some ridiculously high heels. Hey, guys. Ray Dean Bomb's like, no. Yeah, Elvira's actually quite petite. Don't get me wrong. With her, it ain't a problem. All right. Whoa. Want to keep the chat up. Jesus. Playing a Drow Warlock this time. Just gonna be evil. Wear a trans flag and I wear a trans pride iron front hoodie. Only person had a problem. Whispered, F it Satis. Lame. Yeah. Hail Satan. Fuck those guys. Yeah. Okay. I'll get him in a bit. Can't hear the game. Is the audio okay? Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry. Now that was the Countess letting me know that food is ready. Vampirella. Yeah, that's a decent one. Yeah.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
You're the one who helped at the gate.
I mean, depends on how she's drawn, but, yeah.
I might need it.
Have you spoken to Korga?
Of course, you have your own business to attend to. But if the druid
Had a bit of a
wants to
sobering.
abandon
Steps 8 had a
ritual
sobering
affairs,
realization of himself while I was out celebrating Halloween. He explains why I panic and freak out every time. Oh, what is it? I could steal stuff and kill everybody, but this seems a little pointless. Oh, but wait, there's an exit, isn't there? Yeah, there's an exit up here. Check that out.
Let's see.
Oh, your first thought is, oh crap, what did I do? Oh, you assumed that you had something to do with it. Oof. Oh, geez. Yeah, that's an important realization.
Used to think the goblins would kill us the second we set foot outside. But after hearing what you did at the gate, well, I still think they'll kill us. But at least we can put up a fight.
Well, you're... Try not to keel over with the first blade drawn.
Well, we came through Avernus. We might not look it, but we're tough. Who knows? Some of us might even make it to Baldur's Gate.
Greatest fear that everyone secretly hates. Ooh. That is definitely something you should talk to a therapist about.
Oh, well, aren't you an optimist? I've seen what the goblins can do to a vulnerable caravan, so I'm not as confident. But if you are, why not put a little gold on the line?
Or you gotta take my
Well,
gold
I'm
if you're
sure
dead.
you're good for it. Just leave the gold on my corpse. After seeing you at the gate, I'm sure you'll last longer than us.
Alright, you're on.
And since I ain't one to leave a debt unpaid, that means we're destined to meet in Baldur's Gate. Looking forward to it. So many ways to die.
Yeah, talk to a therapist about that, because... Yeah, that's an important realization. You know, it kind of bespeaks to like it bespeaks of childhood abuse. Oh, god damn it. That's just a hatch to the fucking thing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would agree with that. The actress that played Lilith in Bardello of Blood wasn't particularly thick, but she was, like, curvy and imposing. Target is too far.
If I choose to kill you, you will not even see it.
People up ahead. Something's wrong.
Yeah, there are people up ahead. Can I fucking... Path is interrupted. Can I not take damage?
You're going to be all right.
Ah, yes, I can. But now I'm in the twisting vines. Fuck.
You can't die. Please, stay with us.
I don't think he's conscious. Can you hear us, Ed?
You.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
I will go where I wish.
I'm so sorry. It's our brother, True Soul Edwin. He's injured, and I wasn't thinking.
Yeah, that's right.
Something stirs deep within you, hungry and alert. It's taking something you'll never get back. The injured man locks eyes with you. The parasite writhes in your head. Your minds intertwine.
Protect them. Mind.
He's with the Absolute now.
A true soul.
Halloween was pretty good. Like, we held out, I went to 2 parties, held out candy. It was great. I mean, not all in one day, but like.
What? Are you... The Absolute is our goddess. Then we'll be the ones with the power.
A true soul, like you, has been... And when the time comes, the true souls, you, will rule. I'm sorry, true soul. It seems the Absolute still has a great deal to teach me.
Happened to your
We were
brother
looking for
exactly.
fugitives. Survivors from that ship that crashed farther west of here. But instead of them, Edwin found an oil bear. An angry one. We managed to drag him away, but the beast's claws had already done their work. I told Edwin not to look in that cave. It was filthy with oil bear tracks. We don't know what they look like, but anyone who survived that crash is bound to... The Absolute wants them found. At any cost. You! Brenna! Kill him!
Absolute. What were they raving on about?
All right, I'm entangled, but I think I can still attack them. Miss.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Oh, wait, I'm a warlock. I need to deal with that shit. But first, armor back of this. Oh, you're about to check out Train to Busan? Oh, man, that movie is great. Have a box of tissues ready.
Can't give up. Not now.
Funny thing happened. I was with my sister. I was dressed as Michael. We went to this cool haunted house, and the other dude was dressed as Michael walked out. That's pretty funny. All right, let's bless some motherfuckers. And myself. No damage yet. I can triple my... There we go. Oh, you both did the head tilt and shook hands? Nice. That's cool. I'm fucking trying to... Fucking... No. No, that ain't happening. Come on.
So much for peace.
Hand the simple toxin over to Asterion.
There's blood in the air.
Now kill that guy painfully.
What now?
Ah, I missed.
What's that?
Oh, he's dead as shit. Now you're only 6 down. I'll make you wait for it. It's only 2 of them.
Let my name be known.
Attack her again. Yeah, just kill everybody.
Strange power. Most corpses feel like toys, but this body, why let its host's memories go to waste? The tadpole has absorbed it all. Its experience could nourish you, strengthen you.
Yeah, I killed him. Always thought there should be a sequel to Train to Busan. Jet Ferry to Sumasaki. They did do a sequel to Train to Busan. I haven't seen it, but it exists.
Still breathing, despite everything.
The parasite is stubborn. It refuses both to leave or to allow itself to be used as you desire.
One day I'll catch a break.
Oh.
Don't mind if I do.
Some shit to pick up. Felt like a kid again. Oh, that's the best.
Do you think your kin search for you, Blazel?
I know they do not. It is my responsibility to cleanse myself.
They pursued the Nautiloid. Perhaps they were trying to free you.
A vain notion. I am one of many and will not be a burden to my queen.
How well can you guys hear the game? Is it a little too soft still? Turn up just a bit.
Owlbear tracks. Its nest must be nearby.
All right. Time to see what new horror's waiting for us.
All right, let's be evil.
That stench. Dead owlbear prey, no doubt.
Heavy stone. Okay, let's quick save.
You feel the quake of its heavy footsteps before you see it. An owlbear.
All right,
Its
we got to remember, we're
face
evil.
Looming out of the darkness.
Oops.
The beast returns the war in kind.
Ready or not, outmaneuver them.
Swift and lethal. Talk to me. Time for a boost.
The reason this song is a... Oh, I see. Okay. I see what you mean, Jitil. All right. What we got here? Still got our armor agathis, right? Yep. Ray of Enfeeblement. Oh, we missed. And we missed again. We missed. I swung at the owlbear, and I missed. I swung at the owlbear again, and I missed. Can't have disadvantage against a target. Oh. Dagnabbit. Okay. Piercing strike. Disadvantage. Oh. All right, fine. We'll just do the regular one.
Swift and lethal.
Good Lord. Action surge. Strike. All right.
Let's end this.
Okay, none of those spells are going to help me at the moment. 5. Fire is 75. All right. We'll wait. Oh, that wasn't actually that bad. 24 psychic damage. Yes. Son of a bitch. When the hell do I get to fucking do to flank this fucker? Oh, I still have disadvantage against it. Fuck. Okay. Let's attack then, I guess.
Victory awaits.
Well, Lae'zel's not doing well. Okay, that wasn't good.
The cub looks from you to his dead mother.
All right, let's get ready
A
for
single
evil.
strike will end his suffering.
It is for the best. The cub would have died anyway.
Nature might have provided for it. Too late now.
If not over, then...
Oh, something that was going to be a little bit more dramatic, but, you know, whatever. Headless skeleton. All right, Latino Nerd, you take care.
More for me. An owlbear egg. These are supposed to be worth a fortune.
Whoa. It is worth a fortune. I can't wear medium armor, but I believe she can. Oh, but her armor class goes down. Not so great.
This way.
More owlbear eggs. Already hatched. No point in taking these. Can't slow down.
A shrine to Seluna. Quinn.
I'll take that. There's magic keeping this chest sealed. I can feel its aura.
Oh. What is this book here?
That might be worth a look.
Pick up. Your glasses just cracked out of nowhere while I'm wearing them? That's not obvious at all. Damn, you're right. Hey, Chrissy, how you doing?
A prayer sheet with the same symbol as the one on the chest.
Potion of healing, incense, potion of animal speaking, glass chalice. Believe I.
My prayers are answered.
Just take everything. Open the
You
chest.
should leave it, or even destroy it if possible. This rubbish is an offering to Seluna. At best,
Hey, Lady
worthless.
Disc, what's up?
At worst, who knows? Could be cursed. Do not trifle with that moon witch or her trinkets. Only trouble will follow. I should have stayed quiet. You want the truth? Fine. I worship Shah, mistress of the night, Seluna's twin and foe.
Cool, we're evil, so we're being evil this time, so that works for me.
The goddess of secrets. How telling.
Had to get a different Google account for YouTube Count Jackula. Oh, yeah, shit happens. Yeah.
Secrecy is everything for Shah's children. It is our code, our creed, our shield. I even keep secrets from myself. I had my memories suppressed, so that nothing I know could be used against the Dark Lady. Once I prove myself, my memories will be restored. I'm not sorry I kept this from you. Not one bit. Though, perhaps that might change, if you can show an open mind. Talk to me later. We've got more pressing matters to see. Selûnite coming of age rites. Barbaric nonsense.
Oops. Why am I making a dexterity check? Critical success. All right, good night, Spooky. You take care.
Let's see what this does.
Denzel, how would you punish someone who wronged you?
Wrong me how?
Oh, say, murder or theft?
Killing is good. Calls the weak. But theft would be paid for painfully, 1,000 times over.
Good to know.
I use this to add my favorite videos and watch full movies on here. Nice.
What's up for discussion?
Around his neck is a collar, etched with a name. Scratch.
Shaking everything. You can still access your Google Docs? Oh, man. Nice.
Something over there. Not a chance I'll fit in there.
Ah, the Blighted Village.
Anything of use?
You know what I really miss about Baldur's Gate? Food. Freshest fish I've ever had.
I don't care for fish. Red meat. Now, that's a different matter. Rare as can be. Dripping.
Well, unless we find a cure, you won't have any teeth to chew it with soon enough.
Oh,
I'm so glad I found. Wait! I'm Althera, a bard from the Grove. I don't mean any harm.
what is this?
Wait! I'm not your enemy. Quite the opposite, in fact.
I haven't seen this
You're
one.
all anyone talks about in the Grove. Hearing all you've done inspired me. I want to join you, to fight by your side. I want to help people, as you've helped us. I've been running since El Turel. And when we finally arrived at the Grove, we found danger there too. Unless I hide away from the world, I can't avoid it. So I'd rather face it head on. With you.
Are you sure I'm evil?
Really? Just like that? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Just keep it quiet here.
I won't let you down. I promise.
Well, that's an odd one I've never gotten before.
I can't wait to hit the road. Where will we go? Neverwinter? Oh, can we go to Waterdeep? Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself.
You are naive.
Let's take it one note at a time, as my teacher would say.
Yeah, she is cute, but like, why is she following me and none of the other guys?
We should probably hit the hay. Although I don't think
I don't think she's going to be sticking around for the whole adventure.
We meet again, as predicted. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast. There are many answers to that question. Correct. No.
I love Withers.
Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits. They bear, for a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking. Suspicion always haunts the guilty mind. My services are all that I can proffer thee. What thou wilt
Too bad she
do
didn't
with
join
them
Kilrayan's
is for
group.
thee to undertake.
She probably would have done a lot better there.
Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more.
And look very ugly doing it.
Amusing. A matter of coin.
You open your eyes with a lurch, and you are not in your bed. You stand above a body, which is in a state of gore nearly beyond recognition. The body of that brave girl who earnestly swore to devote her life to your cause. Her blood covers you, and its warmth feels like the embrace of an old friend. You recall nothing of how you ended up here, but your head pounds and aches.
Well, that didn't end well for her.
There are dozens and dozens of wounds on the corpse. The killer did not stop savaging it, even when she was long gone. And your dominant arm aches. It aches from stabbing over and over. No matter how it appears, the body is there, and her blood is on your hands.
Well,
The
I guess
question
that
flows
only
through
that
your
only happens to
mind.
the Dark Urge, I guess.
Who are you really, that you could be guilty of such bitter business? The little worm seems silent. Your companions...
Let's see, what species is she? She looks like an alien from a sci-fi story. Oh, she's a tiefling. If you're talking about the girl.
Reflection now, you need to act. You may only have a few moments before the others awaken and begin to cast blame for the hot sin before you.
Yeah, it's a hot sin. Oops. Nah, let's go with it.
Her guts start to spill and flow everywhere as you shift her.
Whatever, just go back to sleep.
You wonder if your misdeed will be noticed.
I wonder.
Another waif dead before her time. I wonder how it happened. She was brutalized. The killer knifed her many times after she was dead. Was it you?
Yes, I murdered her.
The blood speaks for itself. Why?
I can't remember.
The parasite must be affecting you deeply.
The worm in your head has never slept more peacefully. You know in your heart it was something deeper, hungrier.
Even if it was the worm, this was peculiar indeed. I'll be watching.
An uneasy feeling lingers in the air. As the Inquisition departs, you are left alone with a familiar headache. One more failed adventurer, gone to the mud now.
Take her shit. Let's see if Withers can actually resurrect her.
Thy wheel of... Dost thou require a new ally? The bard's death is a weight for thine own conscience to bear. She will be left to the peace of eternity, where the urge shall seek her no more.
Nope. Yeah, this is Baldur's Gate, but I'm playing the Dark Urge. Let's see what Lae'zel thinks.
I was no friend to Alfira, but there was no sense in killing her. I'll be watching everyone in this camp like a hawk. Especially you. Many a good warrior savors the scent of blood in the air. There's no shame in a capricious murder now and again. Too many, though, and you waste energy and dull your weapon. My suggestion, attack with purpose and savor your kills. And if the urge proves too much, well, I'm sure we can find you a goblin or two to carve up. Ceramorphosis takes all of you. Mind, body, soul. An ordinary tadpole would eat at your memories until they were lost to the void. But our tadpoles are far from ordinary. I wonder if another factor's in play. I expect I am your first. Of course you haven't. They would have cut you from navel to neck. You are no less alien to me than I am to you. I know of
Yeah,
your
it's a
kind,
really good
but I
game.
do not often encounter them. That large,
Yeah,
fleshy
not a
nose of
frigid
yours
sight.
looks
Yeah, I
like a
know.
mistake. It was an observation, not a compliment. No matter. I do not intend to stay long in this place. I'll tell you what I think anyway. I won't miss Alfira, but I won't stand for chaos. Govern your hunger before it governs you. Entirely. The library was a gift from Vlaakith herself, that we may gain total understanding. Not books, but slate. Countless the planes that... Yet we still collect more. I understand more to the... It is imperative we locate a creche. You do well to observe. Yes, then your book... Or then you have ceased to exist, and a mind flayer is born. Because I do not intend to let this happen. Not to me, and if we must find... The first symptoms should have long since started, though. That is what puzzles me. Yes, if you give it no further thought. But anomalies lead to surprises.
Oh, she is
Bad
lawful
surprises.
evil.
Besides, what hasn't happened may yet come to pass.
Just so you know, I don't judge you for what happened to that bard, Alfira. But the look of guilt on your face was priceless. I don't care, really. But you could have been more subtle about it. Oh, what's to tell? I'm a magistrate back in the city. It's all rather tedious.
Yeah, I don't know he's a vampire yet.
Go on, then. State your business with me, from a safe distance. If it's all the same to you.
Yeah, because he's neutral good. Or true neutral.
Let's see. I have a cat. There. Didn't that paint enough of a picture?
Oops. That will go with failure.
Try as you might to breach his inner thoughts, Gale swats your efforts away with infuriating ease.
I have a very disciplined mind. Those tricks won't work on me. Please don't try that again unless I invite you to.
You fight well, but you're so efficient. Why not have a little fun?
Fun? I fight to win, not to make spectacles.
What a waste.
What do you mean I can't have disadvantage against the target? Why do I have disadvantage against the target?
Watch the shadows.
How do I have disadvantage against this guy? Take all the shit. Oh, rotten chicken eggs? That's probably a bad idea. Yeah, celebrity deaths tend to happen in threes, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, I heard Matthew Perry died, and I was sort of like, oh. That's too bad. I mean, I was never really attached to that guy, so it didn't hit me at all.
Goblins. I can smell trouble ahead.
Always room for more.
Moonwitch rubbish. How much time did some dim-witted artisan waste on that?
What a day. Very, very quiet. Move unseen. Shadow Hall. Such a grim name for such a beautiful flower.
I heard you mumbling that line to yourself earlier. It needs more work.
Fortunate for his tongue, he didn't say it to me.
What a generous pocket. Quick and easy.
Now just kill him. Ooh, another battle commences. I don't think I can fucking hit that guy with a witch bolt, so, or a eldritch blast. So, go here.
You look good with a few arrows sticking out of your guts.
Can't give up.
You better add your ears to my collection once you're dead.
Well, you're gonna have to come in here. Agathis. Come on. You lassels, get in here. Uh-oh. They have a way to shoot at us, and we do not. All right, that's a problem.
Let's move.
Not enough movement speed. Fine. Okay, we actually have a target. But we can't reach there because of all the grease. Motherfucker. All right, let's see how far we can get. That far? Eh, boy. Can you do a healer spec? And, well, I mean, yeah, you could play a cleric, you know. Yeah, the thing right now is I'm playing evil. Oh, god damn it.
I'm ready.
It's so weird to be playing evil, though, because I'm like... It's not something I naturally do. I naturally tend towards, like, trying to be heroic. Is there a wall here? Oh, there is a wall there. Fuck. I didn't realize that. I thought that was an open door. That's why I ran towards it. Oh, well. Can I reach this guy? Yes. Done. Ha! Dead in one. Alright, let's get off this grease. This is fucking annoying. Oh, that was a bad spot to be. Alright, these assholes are gonna keep, like, fucking attacking me. But... shoot again. No, 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 no. Shoot again. Damn it.
Concentrate.
Don't linger.
Come on. Can't stay idle.
Taste my fury.
Is there another one of those assholes out here? Oh, we're good at the moment, so retreat back to our spot.
What should I do?
Hey, you should probably help Asterion. God damn it.
This way. Let's have a little fun.
Another fight. Let's go.
Okay, now that all these assholes are up here. If I...
Light on my feet.
Okay, would I be able to... Can't reach destination. Okay. But I might be able to get a shot off.
On the move. Got to focus.
Yeah, man.
On I go.
All right, yeah. Okay, they haven't seen us yet. Advantage against the target.
On the hunt.
You can't have disadvantage against the target.
Time to move.
Not enough movement. Fuck.
Time to push my luck again. May the gods take you first.
I am fury. I am death.
Alright, she can jump up here 'cause she's psionic. Just fucking stab the dude. Or not.
Faith will protect me. Take you.
Moving in.
Killed everything. Everything. Got a shovel.
No traps, please.
Ooh, what's this old key?
Maybe I need more pockets. I'll give it a shot.
Huh. Can't reach this. Can I jump up there? Nope.
Assume nothing.
I wonder. Can't be added to inventory. And I did damage to somebody. Awesome. Yeah, dismiss this shit.
Never a dull moment.
Is Mage Hand never that useful?
Moving ahead. Open up.
Always annoys me how useless Mage Hand is.
Just another crate.
All right, Goblin Booyag. No. Where are you going? Where the fuck are you going? Go there. All right, it's better. Jesus.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Oh, there's the other Goblin Booyag. And more keys.
Ah, that took the edge off.
All right, used one of the keys.
Let's get on with it.
Shall we?
Vlaakith's will be done.
At least things have stayed interesting.
I'm a little annoyed because I'm like, aren't I supposed to have dark vision?
Looks empty.
Looks empty. Well, is it or not?
These boots have seen everything. What's hiding here?
Oh, disarm trap shit. That's good. Chainmail, huh? See how that stacks. I'm Actually, what I'm planning on doing with this run through is getting Minthra, the Drow Paladin. But like, you kind of gotta be evil to do that. I'm also gonna see how things go with Lae'zel.
Eager for battle.
Let's see if this increases her. It does not. It does not. So, since it does nothing else and it doesn't look that great, might as well just, let's send that to camp.
Quietly now.
Camp, thieves' tools. Morg's morsel should probably go over there. So should polish ring.
There's no time to waste.
Scroll detect thoughts. All right.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Let's have the main character hold all the scrolls.
Looking ahead.
Whoa! Oh, I didn't mean to drop them. I was gonna send them to the fucking...
You have a manner of irresistible desperation about you. I like it.
And I see the lever. I don't want the lever. Give me the ladle. Pick it up. Oh my god, pick it the fuck up. It's right there. Give Lae'zel the arrows. Better at using them.
What's next?
Indolence breeds madness.
Okay.
I've got a long road ahead.
Take everything. All right.
Light on my feet. What's in here?
Take a shovel. Yeah.
My dagger-happy friend. What troubles you?
Now that I've murdered someone, Listerian is super flirty. Hammer. Hammer is an individual item. Do-do-do. I should just open up a store. You know, take that bucket. Hit save. Let's see what's in here. Ah, more stuff. Okay.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
Keep accidentally hitting the stereo in here. Yeah. Take a bucket. Take the tea. Take tin cup. Tin plate. Spoon. What about fork? Yeah.
Looks like a trap there.
Hmm.
No time to rest.
Do-do-do. Hell yeah, I'm a loot goblin. Alright, Asterion. Disarm that shit. Ooh.
Weapon blueprints. They call for Sousa bark. There's only one place I'm finding a Sousa tree. The Underdark. Easy.
Ooh.
Let's hope for gold. On my way.
So you got a magic item, Steelforged sword.
Action, not reaction.
Wretched thing. Pull yourself together. Open up. Bet that will fit in my pack.
Tongs. Take the many tongs. Melting furnace.
Path lies before me.
Ooh. And I am a warlock. Well, what is in here?
Better be careful. Those webs carry vibrations.
Oh, shit. Spider crap. I don't know if we're ready for spider crap, so we're gonna go back to the Emerald Grove and fucking sell off a bunch of shit.
These tieflings prove fragile. I've a mind to end their misery myself.
Calm yourself. They're survivors, not soldiers.
Wait, why did I say something nice?
This is about your precious Baldur's Gate.
These two go Astrian. These are now wares. Actually, maybe I'll keep that brimmed hat.
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need.
Yeah. All right. Let's also sell all the rotten food, because I apparently forgot that I had that. I don't know why he's buying it, but he's buying, I'm selling. Grab all the healing potions, because we'll definitely need... What? Disarm trap? Yeah, we'll need that. Hmm. 300. I don't think we need anything else personally, unless... Yeah, no, we already got that. Hide armor, chain shirt. She's already got a chain shirt, don't he? Yeah. Not going to be needing that. Probably don't need the spike shield either. And this chain shirt is also not useful to us. Missile snaring, on the other hand. Actually, this is skill right to Lazelle, since she's probably going to be the one who wears them.
Sylvanus be with you.
Sure, why not?
Hells! We can't just leave. They're kin!
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are... Can we all just take...
What's the point in blazing spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay! These people aren't fighters. We can help!
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
Common sense at last. Let's get out of this death trap. Or would you deny your brother here his chance at fortune in Baldur's Gate?
Come on, sis. We're less of a target alone. We should leave.
Fine. Let's sneak away like God's damned cowards. But if something happens to these people, it's on us. I hope you know that.
I'm heading out. Bad advice.
This place is a bloody death trap, not a sanctuary. You should clear off while you can.
We've known enough grief this 10-day traveler. Don't be the cause of more.
Oh, right. Go for the heart. Next time the goblins come, I'll be ready.
Touch me and I'll bite your fingers off. This is boring.
The waiting's getting to me. If we left, we could at least make a run for it.
Go on. Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this. Ignore him, Umi. Go on now. Well met. The Blade of Frontiers at your...
The man You are the Blade of Frontier.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship. You saw her then. Advocatus Diaboli.
Advocatus Diaboli. A devil's advocate. A champion in the blood war between diabolical forces and demons.
Her name is Karlak. An archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill.
I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her.
She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses. An excellent suggestion. Still, when the time comes, call for the blade. A splendid plan.
I saw you at the gates. You fight well.
All right, time for me to be an asshole.
Spare a story or two. Good job. Little ears here far. I'd better take care of this. If we left, we could at least make a run for it.
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible. Or bored. He's still staring right past you. You see nothing out of the ordinary. When you turn back, there's no trace of the child.
Keep a blade close. With pleasure.
All's well that ends. Well, not as bad as it could have. At the ready.
Oh! I heard stories about you. How you all live underground and steal kids away.
Nonsense. We kill far more children than we a slave.
Okay. Hey, would you like to see something fun?
All right, take care, Stepsy.
Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky. Call it. Heads or tails? Hey, hold on. You gotta pay for that.
Get
Fine,
pain
keep
experience.
it. Call it a sample, yeah? But you gotta at least look at the other rings, okay? I gotta eat. You'll be sorry about this, Scab. Count on it.
I was mean to the kids, which is not something I normally do.
Oh, I don't have any money or anything to sell. My partner does that. What? I'm the guard, so don't steal.
Please, last room. It is... Let my daughter go right now!
She's a thief, Hellspawn, and you will wait for Korga's judgment.
Oh, let me through!
What's up for discussion?
Lives.
We could have taken those guys.
We could help each other, but
By a bear. Those dirt kissers. These things over.
we need to get Arab.
You heard the guard.
I'd sooner trek through the 9 hells than trust that snake. Ugh! I don't give a rag about me.
Arabella tried to steal their idol.
Oh, it's all my fault.
Now Arabella's being judged by a bunch of druids who hate us. That's not right.
Sounds like she made the fatal mistake of getting caught. We shouldn't get involved.
We'll figure something out. We always do.
Speaking of, we don't have time to gather. You'd best move on. She must be terrified.
Calm, Magrin. Give him a chance. You, step back. We'll not tolerate drow in here. Keep back. Force my hand and...
A moment.
What? You, but a word of...
I smell drama amongst these adventurers. What have you...
Do my... Forgive my surprise. It's rare to find your kind above ground. Rare and intriguing on a day already packed with intrigue. You were at the gates just now. A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my... I'll make it very quick. Hand to heart. Glory. Now then, how would you describe that?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
Goblins were of rare gem color.
A mythweaver. This man has no respect for truth.
And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver? Witness mistook obvious silver dragon for brass. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates? They did, didn't they? I've interrogated one. A captive in the scandal. Ah, but is superstition all? I thought... I'm just preparing to head to their camp as we speak, in fact. If you'll excuse me, I ought not to dawdle.
Oh, never you mind. Who needs mercy when you've a quick tongue, hmm? And an invisibility potion stashed in your back pocket?
Until we meet again.
Curse to put my hand.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Have you lost your sense?
Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger.
A death viper. You've milked their poison before. A single drop of it could kill that child in a heartbeat.
We will speak soon enough. First, judgment must be passed. The parasite eats our food, drinks our water. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
The snake's hiss of approval reveals its intentions. Should the child struggle, it is poised to strike. The death of a child. A timeless tragedy that never grows old. Her life matters more than satiating your dark fantasies. You focus, and they're gone. But clearly this child's life is in danger.
Halsin is gone. I am First Druid now. I will take control and prove my authority. I hear the Tree Father's spirit in your words. It is as you say. Sifisif, Tila, to me! Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
Let me guess. You're wondering why the wound on my hand. It never quite heals. And sometimes it causes terrible pain to rip through me. It's my burden. I cannot say. Not with what I can recall. But even then, it would not be for me to question her will. Lady Shah has her reasons. It's difficult to say. Sometimes I wonder if it's supposed to be guiding me. I'd like to hope there's more to it than that. Some meaning that Lady Shah will... It's less difficult than you might imagine, when you can't remember life without it. Pain is sacred to followers of Lady Shah. Pain will give way to loss, and then to the peace of her eternal darkness. You can tolerate a great deal of suffering so long as it has meaning. I'm sure you do. But please try to understand that it's not something I can just talk about freely. Very well. Perhaps there's potential. I am indeed. I assume you've heard of her? Well, if that troubles you... Ah, we're in this together. But I'll happily go it alone. My faith will keep me company.
A deep elf. In our grove, on this day. A sign. Or rather, a gift. Who better to understand a watchful broodmother than a beloved child of Loth?
Wait, what?
Don't we? I've studied drow culture. You have a talent for self-preservation. A viper bears her fangs defending her brood. Is it not her nature to strike at invaders? No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanas, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders. She stole the idol of Sylvanas during prayer. Why? I don't know or care. The Rite of Thorns. The grove will be cloaked. None of this can happen while outlanders infect us. Sylvanas demands that we choke them out.
Keep your distance, darling.
I wonder.
Ready or not?
Oh, why are you sneaking around?
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
All right, I should probably go for now. I want to thank you all for like hanging out for a bit. It was really nice, like talking to y'all, and I will see you guys later.